Get your gloves on, people, because we are about to step in the ring with Oscar, Emmy, and Golden Globe winner Halle Berry.
Her new film, Bruised, is about an MMA fighter's last shot at redemption. It's a knockout, also her debut as a director. Halle, great to have you in the studio this morning.
Thank you.
So we were just talking about this off camera a little bit. You first read the script 4 years ago. It was originally written for white Irish Catholic women. Talk about adapting it.
Well, obviously I couldn't do that. So, yeah, I love the idea of the story. I've been a boxing fan since I was a little kid. And when I got the script, I was in love with MMA, especially the female fighters. So when it landed on my lap, I was like, I love the story, I love the bones, but except I couldn't play a 21-year-old white girl. So Blake Lively had the script at the time, and my agent said, she may or may not do it. You just have to wait patiently. We'll let her decide. And then if she passes, you can try to see if you can get it. So it took her 6 months, and in that 6 months, I spent that time reimagining what this story could be for a middle-aged black woman set in the inner city of some city, dealing with what we as black women deal with, what I know to be true. So when she passed, I went straight to the directors and said, okay,
well, you must have
here's
loved
my
the
story.
You did that even though you didn't know for sure you were going to get it.
Because I knew I was going to get it. Yeah. You know how when you read something and you know this is mine, I'm going to wait patiently and I'm going to let her have her time, but I knew in my heart this was a story that I was meant to tell.
Let's take a look.
You don't look like no UFC justice. And 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. You okay? Jackie, you okay? Yeah? You know better than that. Don't you ever not protect yourself in my ring again. Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. And I was telling you during the break that I watched it last night. And it was, you know, I was told, oh, it's a sports movie. I'm like, it's a drama. But the action, like we just saw right there, it took you 2 years in training and prepping. Could you just tell, like, how do you prepare for a role like that?
You know, it's hard to just drop into the skin of a world-class athlete. You know that. Like, it takes time and training to even look like you know what you're doing. So yeah, I did train. But luckily, because of Fillmore, I got to train with like some of the best teachers, the best martial artists in the world that gave me like crash courses to accelerate me to that point.
But you broke a couple of ribs.
I did. I'm always breaking something. This time only 2 and not 3, so I'm getting better.
How much did you get hit, and how nervous did the folks you were training with, the other actors as well, they had to be a little nervous to break a couple of ribs that belonged to Halle Berry?
I mean, no, they should have been scared I was going to hurt them too. If you don't know what you're doing, you have a greater chance of hurting somebody.
But this was you directing, you know? Yeah. And this was so big for you. And you said, you know, some people have said, oh, they were destined or they wanted to be behind the camera. You never really had said that.
Yeah.
But what was it that made you this time say, yeah, I want to be a director?
Sometimes like your destiny finds you. I've come to terms with that in life. You don't set out to do something, but when you get called to do it, you either step up or you don't. And that's kind of what happened to me. I searched for a director, but the story hadn't been written yet. It was only the reimagining that I had done in my head. So as I spoke with filmmakers, either some of them wanted the drama part of it and said, we don't need the fight, or some just said, let's just make it a fight movie about much else. And I needed to have both the drama and the fight. That was the story I wanted to tell. And then I realized, I think I'm gonna have to do this myself.
Oh, are you bitten by the bug now? The directing bug?
I do want to do it again. I'll never, Spike told me to say never, but I'll never, I don't think, act and star. I want to just focus next time on telling the story or being the actor. I think both of those jobs are largely enough, and next time, that's what I'd like.
Because you don't like to watch yourself on screen.
No.
And as a director, you have to.
Yes, this has been torture. It's been torture for almost 1.5 years to see torturous. Yes, one reason I won't do it again.
Well, what do you got coming up on Thanksgiving?
You know, I don't know. We're still in, COVID world, so I think it's going to be very quiet. At-home dinner, turkey, some, corn creme brulee. Good yummy stuff. Oh, well, just family.
You're yummy stuff. And I got to say, when I came back from being in my studio, my basement for 8 months, and I was kind of like a little uncertain, and the crew had a little surprise for me. So I brought up my mirror and I looked. This is true, and this is what. So this is how we feel about you, Al.
We are twins. You did mention that at the top of the show. We are.
Couple, two,
Thank you,
three
Robert.
times. They always laugh. Why does everybody always laugh when I say that? You are a blessing, and you are certainly blessed.
Thank you.
Keep it going. Bruised is in select theaters now and will be released globally on Netflix this Wednesday. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.